were playing and had the exact kind of game that you wanted to play in the first. Can you explain where it went for the second and third?
Yeah, we just sat on our heels, and at this point, I think it's mental. So we got to overcome that tomorrow.
And would that be the explanation for the tough time putting together the full 60-minute games? You think it's just a full-on mental thing?
Yeah, it's a lot of mental mistakes by all of us. So look to regain our confidence tomorrow.
Scott's talked about maybe a little bit more of the finer details. That late goal by McDavid, another example of that?
I think there's a lot of examples of it, but again, it's just a mental thing, and we're all going through it. So we'll have to capitalize tomorrow.
You sort of kind of break that Groundhog Day mentality.
Find a way. Wish I could tell you the exact answer, but we'll have to come together as a group and figure it out.
Just using Danny Jokin in his debut there.
Yeah, I thought he played great. First game against a pretty good team. Used his speed, showed his skill. It's unfortunate we couldn't get it for him, but happy for him nonetheless.
Neil, have you gone through something like this in your career where it just feels like it's really tough to break through?
Yeah, a few times, and I think that's a benefit of a veteran group. We'll get through it.
Thank you.
Tanner, what did you guys kind of get away from what you were doing in the first period and not through the final 40 minutes?
Yeah, well, I think we played a good 40 minutes, to be honest. That late one at the end of the second is kind of a killer. We weren't able to get momentum back. I think we played a pretty simple game those first 40 minutes and kind of got away from it.
What's the most frustrating part of the story being similar in the last couple of games? You give up a late one in the second and then just aren't able to turn the tables in the third.
Yeah, like everything. I think we're not kids in here. It's a veteran group. We gotta put our foot down and capitalize on those ones.
How do you do it though? Like, how do you get to that point?
I don't know. We've done so much talking. I think we just gotta put our head down, focus on your next shift. Try to win one at a time. Just make it super simple.
Neil was saying that it's just a really big mental hurdle for you guys right now. How do you handle the mental hurdles?
Yeah, I don't think he's wrong. I think you're always searching. You're searching for that one, right? It's not easy. Everyone's trying to do the same thing in this league. Everyone's trying to win, and it just seems like right now it's that wall's 100 feet high, and then we got to knock it down with an axe or something. It's just we got to get there.
I know it would have been great to get Jilkin the win on his NHL debut, but what did you think about his play and playing with him tonight?
Yeah, I thought he played well. Quick to pucks, talkative. It was easy to play with him.
So, McDavid's going through such a ridiculous stretch right now. You guys did such a good job for most of 40 minutes. And how would you describe what it's like to kind of face him when he's at the top of his game right now?
Yeah, I think obviously he's one of those guys that you probably pay close attention to when you play. There's a few guys like that in the league, and it's. It's Connor, but I think we did a good job for the most part. Obviously, the one at the end of the second hurts, but it sucks.
Thank you.
Scott, you talked a lot about the details needing to be a little bit better. Second, the late goal in the second period, another example. What's going to take to kind of break that cycle?
Those are things that I've said to you before about moments. 30 seconds left. They got the two of the best players in the world on the ice, and we give up a 3-on-2. Can't do that.
Neil had said, the turn in the game, from basically the second period on was he sees it as being mental. Can mental explain the way that game turned?
I think we're all getting mental right now in the sense of it's in everybody's head, but at the end of the day, we have a job to do. We have to play. Our best players have to be our best players in a game like that. Our role players have to play their role. I don't care what the scenario is. You're out on the ice. You're playing a game, something you've done your whole life. We're in a situation like that. However you go about it, you got to find a way. You got to find a way to get yourself over the hump. We got to find a way to get ourselves over the hump. We're so close, but at the end of the day, then we shoot ourselves in the foot in those moments that kind of happen in the game.
There was a long stretch of the game from near the end of the second to near the end of the third where you guys didn't have a shot on goal. Was that more something they did or more something you guys could have broken?
There was obviously us on our heels. Obviously that group, especially when they loaded up those two big guys together, there was a push on. But at the end of the day, I think that, got tentative, afraid maybe to make a mistake instead of staying aggressive like we did, and especially in the first 30 minutes of the game. We have to stay aggressive. We can't afford to, sit back on anything, and we have to stay after whoever we're playing, no matter the opposition. And it's what we did in the first 30 minutes, and obviously we backed off in the second half. Not by design, certainly not by design, because it was being barked at. I heard the players barking at each other. I was barking at them. Said the same thing before the start of third is we can't sit on our heels. We got to go.
Maybe just a word on Danny Jilkin's first game, what you saw from him in his first
Yeah,
game.
you know what, it's because of those two big guys, you're kind of trying to get matched up with them, and I liked a lot. You saw the speed. I like that line a lot. Real comfortable with it. Hopefully, tomorrow night, I'm sure he'll be back in tomorrow and get a little bit more opportunity.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.